Hello friends and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about something that I found shocking. I recently read that on Zoom or video calls, your voice, your natural voice, can sound 30% weaker to the people on the other side. So when you're speaking and you sound fine to yourself, your customer, your client, your team, your colleagues on the other side will hear your voice 30% weaker than it is. This means it can sound dull, flat, washed out, even thin. This is a problem. This is a problem because if we're trying to convey our most confident, most authoritative, most knowledgeable self, it's not going to help if our voice sounds washed out. So today we're going to tackle it. We're going to figure out how to fix this. It's 5 easy steps, and I guarantee you can do it.
All eyes on me, I shine with everything I do.
Right, to start off today, I want to start off with some exciting news. I have had lots of queries, questions, and requests from people to make the videos a little bit shorter. Get in, get out, get done. So from the next video, I will be aiming for about 5 to 6 minutes to get ourselves fully up to speed and get on with our days. The second thing I've had people ask me for is, could I bring out more videos more frequently? So again, from that next short form video, I will then be doing it twice a week. I will be putting it out twice a week. So follow me for that. I think this is going to keep us all so motivated, so focused, and ready to grow our community and our skills. If this sounds like something you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button below. There's no cost, it's for free, you do not get emails or anything. It simply shows me what you're interested in and helps me continue to show up to motivate you and our whole community. So let's jump in today. Today is what we're talking about, and it's known as the Zoom trap. And this is where your voice translates weaker than you're hearing it in real life. Let's start with the cause. As always, if we know why something's happening, we're halfway to solving it. The cause is quite simply our Zoom or natural work position. Now, there's nothing wrong with it, but what happens when we're on a video call and we're sitting in our normal position, we're at our laptop, our shoulders are rounded, our heads are down, our chins are pointing down, we maybe just lift our eyes up and we may be working. So our whole voice here is being squashed and tamped down by how we're sitting. It goes against everything we know as good body language and posture for confidence. So what we're going to be doing is figuring out how we can get away from this while still maybe needing to be working and being in real life on our work professional lives, but without tamping down our voices. The first of the 5 fixes is, as I've said, it's posture. If you remember nothing else, remember, focus on keeping your chin parallel to the floor. Now, as I've said over and over, it is best to sit or stand as tall and straight as you can. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed, square them, and open up this area here. But if you are working, if you are in an office situation, it might not be that easy. So the only thing you really need to drill down on is being aware of chin parallel to the floor. The second point is you need to fix your setup. And by that, I mean how you've arranged this, your office setting, your work setting, for the best result. Now, if you're spending a lot of time on video calls, it's worth it. It's in your favor to make sure you've got it in a way that, again, is going to transmit to others how confident and knowledgeable you actually are. So you're going to try to raise the camera up so it's vaguely eye height to you. I mean, totally level to eye height is ideal. But I understand if it's attached to a laptop or whatever, this is not always possible. But try to minimize the distance. So either raise yourself up or lower yourself down, raise your camera up, play around with it. Take 5 minutes and try to get that you can have your chin level and you are looking at the camera. You might need the laptop on some books. You might need to lower the camera. Whatever it is, figure it out that you've got that as easy as possible. Second thing, be aware of distance. If you literally sit too far from the mic, it's going to soften and tamp down your voice, which is, as we said, we don't want that. Number 3, your speech. How we actually speak is either in our favor, it's working for us, or it's working against us. The elements that work for us, that set the scene, create the environment for that strong, natural, authoritative voice, is simply 2 things: short sentences and slowing down. It's that simple. Speak slower in the beginning because you're able then to measure out your breathing and keep the volume up from beginning to end. Second thing, keep your sentences short. If you have a short sentence, when you hit the end of that sentence, it's an opportunity to refill, reset, and you keep going again with it. Those 2 elements, slowing down, short sentences, are your little gift to yourself. The 4th one, and this is critical, please practice this even if you're never on a Zoom call in your life. Practice projecting your voice. This is speaking that people at the back of the area can hear you, but you are not yelling or shouting. All you have to do, chin level to the floor, parallel to the floor, fill your lungs with air, and on the exhale, you're going to speak as though you're speaking to people way at the back of the room. Avoid swallowing your words, holding your words back, bringing the air back in again. You're trying to get everything out, not hold it in, right? This is you sharing your knowledge and letting people see just how effective you are in your career. Number 5 is your first words count. And I simply mean, for many people, when you first jump on to a video call, a lot of people will, hey, I mean, you know, just waffling, quite honestly. But even if you're just joining in and saying, hello, how's everybody's days going? Do make sure that your first words out your mouth are clean, simple, concise. No umming, no ahhing, nothing like that. Go in strong. You start strong, you're going to finish strong. So let's now jump onto the homework. What are you going to do? How are you going to practice this so you can make sure that 30% fall off is not happening to you? And all it is, give yourself the 60-second gift. So before you jump onto a call, right, you might have been sitting at your desk in dead silence, not speaking to another person for 2 or 3 hours beforehand, or an hour beforehand, or whatever, a period of time. We don't usually go call to call to call to call to call. So in that period of time, you know, your jaw and everything hasn't really been moving. It hasn't been in motion. So for 60 seconds before you jump onto that call, just stop, hum solidly for 60 seconds. And then right before you're ready to start, loosen up this area. And I literally mean, you know, waggle your jaw from side to side, stick your tongue out, move your tongue around. Just get everything a little bit more fluid. You know, massage, feel the muscles on the side here. Just massage them. Get everything nice and fluid, almost like an athlete warming up before an exercise routine. I guarantee if you follow these 5 tips and you do the practice work before each call, the 60-second homework, I guarantee your voice will translate on the other side as strong, confident, and authoritative as it sounds to you. I guarantee this works. Please comment in the comment section below if you've got any tips you want to add. And as always, thank you for your time, and I'll see you next week.
All eyes on me.